Sarukani, yesterday we shit our pants. Today it's your turn. Tokyo, are you ready? Say let's go. Say let's go. Say drop that thing. Say drop that thing. Oh, hey, ding, oh, ding. Just joking. 3, 2, 1, up. Hands up! As you can see, we came here together to kick your bambalona. That's right, that's so fucking right. Repeat after me. Hey, 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 hey. Don't y'all clap with me, come on. Keep going, feel the rhythm. And a shot. Worldwide, represent the human noise. Yeah, man, kick it beats all night. Move your body, put some meat inside. Let's go wide. One more time. Yeah, that's right. Jump up. Come on, jump now. Come on, jump now. Come on, jump now. Jump, jump. Come on, jump now. Come on, jump now. Come on, jump now. Jump.
Look at the crowd, though. That crowd.
Jump, jump. Jump, yeah, 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 yeah. But why? Okay.
All right. This is tough. This is tough. I like Mathematic a lot, obviously. Defending champions coming in here, defending their title against an absolute formidable opponent on their home turf in Sarukani, right? So, a lot of the things that they did here in their first round, I'm going to assume this is 2 rounds each, maybe. I'm still not too familiar with the kind of format they're going with in the crew category this year. Obviously, it's completely different from previous years. This is an actual battle portion for the crews, which we haven't seen from GBB before. At least I can't remember seeing it. I think this might be the first time they did that. But yeah. So with that being said, these guys are defending champions. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, maybe something, because there's a lot of things they did in here. I think it was 3 or 4 minutes for this round that they did for their showcase in the year before, right? So, obviously, most famously, that the firework portion that they also concluded their showcase with at the end of their 2021 championship, right? So, and also, like, with me saying that, just like this overall routine that they chose to go with, a lot of showboating, but that's fine because it's so authentic from them. That's just like who they are. It actually worked very well. Obviously, you've seen the crowd's reaction to that. A lot of it did work. But when it comes to the beatboxing side, I felt like it was a little bit too repetitive, maybe. There wasn't enough, yeah, it was just a little bit too repetitive, like for my liking, in the kind of like, to the point of where they are in the competition, right? Like they're in the finals, they're battling for first. I would kind of like to see some new material, potentially. But it's okay, because Mathematic is they're champions, right? For a reason. They're world champions. They're BEATBOX battle champions. They have a lot going for them, but that's just like one portion that I kind of wish they came in with at least some new material. Maybe they had a little bit here, but it's just like for the overall kind of round and routine they came in with here, it's a lot of stuff I heard from them in the past, which is okay, but for the kind of stakes that is at play here, I kind of wish that they came in with something new. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's they're such a joy to watch and listen to. I always enjoy watching and listening to Mathematic, so yeah, kudos to those guys. So all right, Sarukani here next. Let's see.
Your turn!
That's time. What'd you think of the first round, M.O.M? With the response, Sarukani, it's on you. I say the sun, you say the knee and the ish. It's sun!
Knee, each, beatbox! SRKM. Sarukani, this is the final. We are Sarukani. We are Sarukani. We are Sarukani. Do you want to battle?
All right. Woo. All right, man. Wow. All right, that's a lot to take in there. All right, so right off the bat, okay, I liked their kind of approach here for the round. As the round was progressing, though, there's one thing that was lingering in the back of my mind that kind of hurt the routine, and that was that I felt like this is a battle, but they weren't battling Mathematic. So at that last like 30-second mark where they embraced that, they went right up to their opponent and literally said, "You want to battle?" and just had that great moment there. That kind of brought like reeled the round and routine back in for me, just because of the environment that it is. It's in the finals for the Crews, and I felt like up until that point it was lacking a lot of that battle kind of aspect that you'd want for this kind of competition, right? So I'm really, really glad they did that portion, because I felt like it saved it a lot. But even without that, that it was still great. There was a lot of like great moments in that. Like the overall like routine itself, even though like it felt like they weren't battling their opponents at the same time, it did have like a lot of battle elements, but they're kind of the way that they executed it didn't feel so much like it was a battle, right? It kind of felt like they're showcasing to the crowd, right? Like they're all front facing forward into the crowd, like performing for the crowd. And it kind of had a lack of, battling your opponent, which is also interesting that they chose to have their opponents. I don't know if it was like a conscious choice by the event organizers, but in both Mathematics and Sarukani's rounds, they had their opponents off on the sideline rather than being present with them on the stage. So I don't know if that's like kind of like a production decision, or that was just kind of something their opponents did out of respect for them. I have no idea. But yeah, that's a super killer round from Sarukani, honestly. A lot of crazy things in there. Man, like these guys, they're all so good at what they do. Obviously, So man, like he has some of the craziest unique sounds, and it was definitely present here in this routine. Same with Kaji as well, and both of those guys making up the wildcard guys, which they also had their own little individual thing, which they've done in the past. I think they also did that in 2021, right? Where they came in second place and lost to Mathematic, but there wasn't a battle that year. So, but yeah, just like they all individually, man. Like I said when I reacted to their elimination, right? I just feel like when I listen to these guys, it's so clear. It's so clear that they all have their own individual role, and it like you can hear it. You can literally hear it. But on the other hand, Mathematic, I wouldn't say like each individual beatboxer in Mathematic is very distinctive in their kind of style. That's definitely something that Sarukani excels in, but also Mathematic definitely like has a very solid cohesion as a group. So they both have very good strengths like that. But Sarukani just has such a distinctive kind of style with each individual member of their group, and it always like comes out very clean and evident in everything that they do. So yeah, I think this is 2 rounds. I have this hider on YouTube where I can't see the bar, so I don't know how long in the video we are. But maybe there's 2 rounds here. If it is just 1 round, I would definitely give this to Sarukani. I already know the results, but just seeing this right now, I'd give this to Sarukani, just because I felt like they had more, they had a little bit more going on for them, a little bit more variety in their routine, I think. And if Mathematic didn't do anything that they did here, they already did in like the Worlds and their winning championship run in 2021, that would have been a lot closer, and maybe I would have given it to Mathematic. But I feel like Mathematic did a little bit too much of what we've already seen from them, and Sarukani just also did some things that we've seen from them, but mostly what I seen from Sarukani here was kind of fresh and new. And yeah, I just enjoyed their performance a little bit more. But I would give probably some elements to Mathematic in terms of like performance aspect, not including the beatbox, just how they carried themselves on stage. They also battled a little bit more, I think, in terms of the battle. But overall, I would give this first round to Sarukani for sure.
Round 1, Sarukani bringing the heat.
サルカニがヒートを持ってきてくれました。
With the response, round 2, final round, we go back to M.O.M. Once again, this is the finals. Are you ready?
準備ですか?
I say the M, you say the O, and the M. Let's get it in M.
O.M. BEATBOX.
That was okay.
We won the World Beatbox Championship. We won.
But Sarukani didn't attend it. You might have not won if they attended it. Just saying. not trying to take anything away, but you know.
The GBB. And today we're gonna win your heart. How could I forget how good it is? But sometimes you forget what you have. What you have. What do you have? Tokyo, how you feeling? Yeah, man, let's do this. Trench ball. And again. Say, let's go. Clip up in the tower. You're back to the border. Suck up much further. Get it. Yeah. Freak out. GBB, Ichigo, Ichie, BEATBOX, Ikigai!
Alright. Alright, second round here. Wow. Again, they're just so good at performing, you know? They just have that kind of like confidence that just bleeds through the screen. You can just literally feel it. Just look at the crowd, man. For it to be hosted in Japan, you know, I guess like, you know, beatbox fans aren't like too, you know, they're gonna be like too against rivals, especially when like, you know, their home turf combatants are just up against, you know, these guys who are foreigners. But you know, when you come to think about like events and stuff, like it's not too big of a deal. It's not like sports, you know, where people literally just like boo them constantly, right? This is a very respectful kind of like competitive environment, especially in Japan, where it's like pretty I want to say laid back, but like way more respectful than like other places, I'd assume, just based on like how they react in the crowd. But yeah, just like look how much Mathematic's just getting the crowd going, right? Like that's absolutely crazy. Yeah, you can't like deny their stage presence at all. It's just like a huge strength of theirs, and it always has been. But you know, with all that being said, there's a lot of things I did like about this. I like their kind of approach here. Kind of played out like a medley, right? But man, there's a couple things in here that I just felt like didn't work, just based on like the sound design, like especially that transpose part with like a almost like a tremolo kind of trumpet sound from Georgie. I just felt like it came out not that great. There was another part a little bit after that, I can't remember, but it was kind of like a similar vibe that I got from it. There's just a few things in here sound design wise, that I just felt like didn't work. Just didn't sound like too great. But yeah, I just really like the kind of concept though, you know. Mathematic is great, man. Like, just watch some of their stuff on their YouTube channel, even their live performances here. I felt like this compared to like their 2021 run, just felt like there's something missing here, or they just like maybe I don't really know. I don't know these guys personally, but I don't really know what to pinpoint exactly like what went wrong, other than what I thought or already said. But it felt like something was missing here, you know. There's like a piece of the puzzle just wasn't quite there for like what I've seen from them here in 2023. But yeah, you know, with all that being said, can't really complain outside of that. Like, they still have so much going for them. But I just think like if Sarukani comes in here with a round like their first round, I think they won it like pretty easily, honestly. For the beatbox side, I guess you can debate like the performance aspect and whatnot, right? Because that's like a whole different beast. You're not going to get much better than Mathematic that does when they perform, right? So, all right, decent second round here from Mathematic. Yeah, Sarukani. Let's see what they came in with.
Thank you, Tokyo!
Yes. With the final round right here, we're going back to Sarukani, the crew battle. Finals, I ask you again, Tokyo, are you ready for the final round? I say the sun, you say the nation. It's sun!
BEATBOX!
Fight with the monkey crowd, Sarukani runs! What's up, GBB? This is the last track. Tokyo, are you ready? Today we are gonna be a world champion in Japan. Hey boys, let's make a quick battle. Man beats man, monkey and crab. We animals, the world will know. Drop your head, raise you a teaser. The war of the monkey crowd from your brain. Are you ready for change in the future? Fight with the monkey crowd, Sarukani one. Put your hands up and everybody say, hey, 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 everybody. Put your hands up and everybody say, hey, 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 what we doing? Hey, 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 everybody. Hey, 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 hey. Fight with the monkey crowd, Sarukani one.
All right, second round here from Sarukani. So Sarukani Wars. I've heard this before, obviously. It's been a minute, admittedly, so I don't remember exactly how this track went. So I can't really say for sure if this was like a one-on-one interpretation of the video on YouTube. Because I think they also had like a few variations of it, right? So this potentially could be like a newer variation that they chose to do for this event. I have no idea. But yeah, some of it sounded familiar, but I can't really say for sure if everything was like exactly the same from the last time I heard this track. So yeah. Yeah, that's rough. For Mathematic, I think. They executed that very well, I think. I had a lot of very high moments in there. I just love how they like play with each other, you know? Like they always have these moments in their tracks where they kind of just like play off of each other in certain moments. Like obviously we had the Wildcards guy, then Husky moment in the first round, but now they kind of mix it up with Kaji and Rusi doing their thing here with like the lasers playing with each other there. And then they had Soso and Kohei, you know, with Soso's like crazy unique sounds, right? And Kohei's technicality, just like that kind of combination worked out so well. So that's like a true crew performance there. Like there's not much more else you can ask for. Maybe again, this is a battle at the end of the day. They didn't really battle their opponents, but you know, I just feel like they kind of set up this kind of thing in a different kind of environment. Because again, their opponents are just kind of off to the side of the stage, so it's not really a true battle, I guess. But you know, just like the old school, you know, beatbox listener in me just kind of wishes that if you're going to have a battle format, at least make them battle each other. Maybe, I don't know. It is what it is, though. But yeah, I can't not give this to Sarukani. I just felt like they were much stronger here in both rounds, honestly. Especially in that second round. They were just so much more cohesive, I think, in that second round. And yeah, that's a clear win for me. I don't think we're going to see the judges, but if I had to guess, this is probably like a 5-0 for Sarukani. I can't imagine it being anything less than that. Maybe a 4-1 if one of the judges value performance aspect, because I do think that Mathematic had a better stage presence, maybe. Like the way that they performed their music. But it was pretty close, even still, in that category, I think. Like, Sarukani's not bad at performing at all. Definitely not. But it's just a different kind of vibe, I think, for Mathematic, the way that they perform the music. But when it comes down to the beatboxing, the most important part, yeah, Sarukani was just... They're better, for sure, I think, so. All right. I know who wins. I think there's probably going to show the ceremony, so it'll be interesting to see that, so let's see.
Jeez! Did you enjoy the final of the crew battle? We're about to go and find out who the champion is. We need to go and find Wawad in the middle, holding each one of their hands.
Championが決まります。
The crew champion will take home $12,000.
12,000ドル持って帰るのは
The crew champion will also take home the title of GBB Champions 2023 Crew Division.
GBB チャンピオン2023も持って帰ります。
We're about to go and find out. Let's get the energy going from the bottom to the top. The crew champion 2023 GBB in Tokyo, Japan. Let's find out. Sarukani!
Sarukani がやりました。優勝です。
Representing Japan, your crew champions 2023 Grand Beatbox Battle are Sarukani! But let us not forget The gentleman who came back to defend their title won the World Championship as well. Can I get a big round of applause and love for M.O.M?
M.O.M にも大きな
Yeah, so I guess there's like one thing, like one blaring thing. I kind of talked about it earlier, but I kind of forgot about this, honestly. When this event happened, it was in October, late October, early November. So they just won the World Championships in August of that year. So I guess I can't like put down Mathematic in terms of like the material they came in with, because that really wasn't that much time, honestly, to prepare. When you think of like Sarukani, on the other hand, they competed last in 2021. So they had like 2 full years. Like outside of the stuff they use on YouTube, like since then, they had 2 full years to prepare material for this. So while Mathematic kind of chose to go to the Worlds, ended up winning that, which is like absolutely amazing, and then came here to defend their title in like a 3-4 month like time in between, right? So yeah, that's a huge thing I forgot to mention that I should have, but yeah, just kind of like slipped my mind. But yeah, Sarukani winners here, not surprised. Kohei just absolutely popped off in like just excitement for winning there. Just couldn't contain himself, had to rip off his shirt and everything. But yeah, don't blame him. Don't blame him. That's a huge accomplishment. $12,000 is big. Yeah, plus other prizes too. So yeah, huge shout out to Sarukani, man. These guys are making a name for themselves. I just recently seen them on, I think it was Britain's Got Talent too. So yeah, they're going super mainstream here, which is, you love to see it. You love to see it when beatboxers like break through, you know. So yeah, because like, you know, it's a pretty niche. It still is to this day a pretty niche, you know, outlet of art. So it's nice to see people kind of break out of the mold, you know, and like make it into the big leagues, I guess you want to say. But yeah, solid event. I watched a lot of this off camera. It just is what it is. Honestly, I just get a little bit burnt sometimes of recording everything. So I just like to sit back, relax, and just watch stuff off camera, you know? But yeah, if you guys enjoyed what you heard here, links in the description to the original video. Go check it out. Go check out Swiss Beatbox. Links in the description to their channel. Go leave them a sub. Also, this is the end of the event too, outside of the showcases that's yet to air. I guess they still have 7 to Smoke as well, so we have that to look forward to. But in terms of the main event, this is it. That's the last category. So yeah, I say it was a pretty solid year. A lot of cool videos, a lot of cool moments, and yeah, awesome event, I think. So if you want to support me though, leave a like on this video. You can sub to my channel. Check out my Discord channel as well. Links in the description to that. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next Beatbox reaction video.